so we'll go ahead and establish real quick what I'm going to tell you about. And we're just going to talk about graphics because we already know the parts, and I am going to show you my specs, the specs of the computers I'm going to recommend, the monitor, and then an example of gaming. I'll use it on Genshin, not Baldur's Gate, so there's no spoilers here. Well, let's go over a couple super simple things. My processor is an i7. It's going to be the exact same one that I'm recommending to you. My baseline storage is 1 GB, so it's going to be either equal to or a little under what you have. Graphics card is a little bit under what I'm going to recommend. Installed RAM is about half. So this is basically not as awesome as what I'm going to recommend. It costs the same though. So two things that we have to get in here real quick is there's something called Hertz, which is what your monitor is representing, and that is basically how many times your monitor, the screen you're looking at, is able to refresh the frame that you are seeing. And your graphic card is what controls your frames per second. So how many individual images you're seeing per second. And the hertz and the frames per second, so the monitor and the graphics card, need to meet in qualifications for you to be able to maximize your function. Okay, so I run 143.9 for my hertz. It is pretty good refresh rate. When I'm looking at the two, I would recommend. They both have, again, the same processor, a little bit better memory and video card. Actually, much better video card, frankly. The storage is either the same as mine, or in the case of this other one, twice the size. They are expensive. You know, for my computer, I bought it just when I had gone back to school after mine died. So I spent $900 on mine. These are slightly more expensive. Yay, inflation. But this is going to last you for years and years and years and years. And it's not just going to be for gaming. You can use this for office work. But if you were to buy either of these, I would recommend this monitor, which is 180 hertz. So you're going to be able to comfortably, with both of these, run about 100 frames per second. Genshin, which I'm about to show you right now, is running at 60. So in comparison, it's going to be a little choppy, but it's still great graphics, all right? So again, here's my frames per second right here. Everything is on the highest setting as far as the graphics themselves. And I mean, you can see just from kind of moving around, that in of itself is pretty smooth. When you're looking to kind of determine if something is smooth, you're going to want to see basically, can you tell when the frames are being switched? And with this, it's pretty seamless. I don't have any lagging. The game flows. There's no stopping in between it. And as far as the graphics go, I have no blurriness around my lines. Everything is very crisp. There's a gradient, so like if you look on the details of his sleeve or his rows, like the colors blend into each other really well. And when I use a skill, again, can't tell where the frames are being swapped over. Gameplay itself is very smooth. The refresh rate is excellent. So this is actually worse than what I'm recommending you. And obviously it's fantastic as is. So that's kind of the show. This is a game that both for storage and graphic requirements is very much on par with Baldur's Gate. So as far as the cost, yeah, I mean, Keenan is completely right. These things can be expensive. That's why Refurnish is going to, you know, be your best bet, in my opinion. Yeah, between the monitor and the computer itself, you're spending a little over $1,000. It does come with a warranty, so if you decide, hey, I don't like this, or you know, something were to break, which for me, I haven't had a single problem. I haven't had to reach out for customer support except for some questions of me puzzling things out. Um, you know, it's an investment like anything else. But let me throw these in the chat real quick. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this video to you, because I have spent, like, I shit you not, the last half hour trying to figure that out. I tried taking like a video on Snapchat, and then I did a whole screen recording and couldn't send it. So let me puzzle with this real quick. But either way, throw some questions in the chat so we can have a family game night. Especially if the DM didn't have to be one of us. That would be great.